since a young'un. Feds I was dodging, feeling like Batman psychic. What? The way I was robbing, ain't talk about beats. What? The way I was rotten. Damn, me. Je les aime.
But guess what?
What?
It is bank holiday.
Is it?
Yes.
What, today?
No.
Oh.
On the Friday.
Oh, slow down.
On Friday, it is bank
Why are we
holiday.
getting excited? Because what can we do?
Because then it's a 4-day week.
Doing what?
You can go and link your brethren outside now.
And do what?
Sit in a park.
And do what?
Get
It's gonna
drunk.
be cold this weekend.
Listen.
I'm just saying. It's
Listen.
not like we can go catch a film or something.
It doesn't
Go catch a
matter.
bite,
It doesn't
go to
matter
brunch.
whether you can do it. You can have a lie-in. That's what you can do.
Wait, yo, can't sleep.
And then
Like
on
that.
Monday, the
Is it-
following Monday,
Is that a bank holiday
is
too?
another bank holiday.
Okay.
I don't like when they're like this though, because I feel like it uses up too much of the bank holiday. We only get 8 in a year, you know, and then it uses too much at one time. I don't like that because now we're 2 down.
Oh, swear down. It's not
Yeah,
already.
and then we're 2 down. The next thing you know, we have to wait till August. It's long. Then it gets to August. Next thing you know, we got to wait till Christmas. It's long. But yeah, we're feeling.
I'm done.
blessed.
We have a special guest in the building, but before we get into our special guest introduction,
Yes.
we're gonna get into our songs of the week. So, Corinne, can you please tell me what your song of the week is this week and why?
Okay. So as always, it is very difficult to pick a song of the week. Why? Because it's like asking girls to pick a colour at the nail salon. Like, it's literally like the worst thing ever. However, I will say that every time this song comes on, like whether I'm driving and it comes on, or like I might be cleaning my room and it comes on, I feel like this song gets turned up and then the next song gets turned back down.
Okay.
So this must be my song of the week, right? So by default, this is my song of the week. It is called Pounds and Dollars by Cash and Millions.
Oh
plugged
yeah,
in.
sorry. So Bossman forgot
So Bossman forgot to plug
in the sound, innit? So what we're gonna do?
I can see the big lights in the distance.
Your ass. Oh, we're not on that bit yet.
Have you heard that guy that imitates all the UK
Yeah,
rappers? He's bare good.
Really good, you know.
Honestly.
When he did H, I was like,
It took me out.
I was like H.
After, if you shut your eyes, it really sounds
It
like
does,
all
it
of them.
does, it's really
Anyway, let's try that again. So my song of the week is called Pounds and Dollars by Cash and Millions.
Every bomber clad penny.
Yeah, so there are some rules to this, okay? And the first rule is, bear in mind, nobody gets a wheel up.
Alright.
Like, nobody.
Not even
No.
Drake
I
could
don't
get a
even
wheel
care
up.
if you like, Drake could definitely come in here and not be like, can I get a wheel up? I'll be like, no.
If you say so.
Like,
Dead ass.
even Beyonce.
Beyonce, God bless her, she could never.
She could never.
Sorry.
Nobody gets a wheel up. Even my own mum.
She burned me.
She birthed me and she still ain't getting a wheel up. Okay, so that's the first rule. The second rule is you can't miss the drop because you're like, you should know.
No
Get it?
worries.
You should feel it coming. You should just be like, oh
understand.
yeah, this is my cue. Oh, like you should feel it like that. Maybe not like that, but yeah.
You
The
feel
third
that.
rule is, yeah.
Yeah.
Third rule is you need to come with energy because I just want like, I'm Sam from Ealing.
Wow, you chose Ealing
Really
today.
random place.
chose
I
Ealing
don't
today. It's
actually
usually
know.
Croydon.
Yeah, it usually
You
is
chose
Croydon.
Ealing. Okay.
Is Ealing West?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Okay, I went from
She's
south to west.
evolving.
Yeah,
Wow.
I am. See, that's why music needs to evolve, because I am. Follow my lead. And the final rule is don't laugh because nothing's funny.
Everything's funny.
No, nothing's funny. Like with this welcome, nothing is funny.
Okay.
Like nothing at all. Do you understand the rules? So once you feel, once you feel it, you just introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Are you ready? Oh yeah, no pressure.
No pressure.
You ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Wait, wait.
Boom, boom, boom. I know you're gonna dig this.
Stop it, calm down.
Right.
Introducing French Garçon Français. You already know.
Oh my god! Best guest ever.
I could really cry right now. There's a tear. There's a tear there.
I'm really emotional.
I did on
today as
purpose to
well.
give a little pause. You know, you thought I missed the drop.
No.
you know.
That dramatic pause there because I was like, is he gonna do it? Is he not?
There was a lot going on. I felt good. Hello, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Do you know, I'm blessed because I'm alive, and I realised that obviously the other day was like the 1 year mark of COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I've made it the year
What you
without
mean?
catching
Yeah.
the something.
So something to be grateful
It
for.
is something.
Trust
so
me.
I feel like I'm good. I'm blessed. You know. How are you? Yay.
Same thing still. I can't lie. I was saying to my parents the other day, like, the lockdown, I'm gonna miss it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Me too.
Because
man.
I've found myself, like, and I've really become at peace, and I just really enjoy myself, my own company. Like,
Understandable.
I'm a real G, and now I'm gonna have to socialize again. And just one thing I'm not sure about, like,
Do you know what I'm gonna miss about lockdown? The fact that I can definitely not get invited to places, and like even when I do get invited to places, I can definitely say no, but we shouldn't be doing that. And then like, no one can cuss me for it because it's technically law, innit?
True.
So like, no one can cuss it, like, because I turn down invites all the time.
Oh, no,
And
I'm
I
a
used to
boring
be
person.
really upset. Like, I used to get like major FOMO if you didn't invite me, even though I know I'm gonna say no. I'm still pissed off at the fact that
Nah,
you
at
didn't
least,
invite
come
me.
on, shout.
Shout me.
you know, think about me.
You didn't even think
Yeah.
about it, man. Like, come on.
And then I don't like when I have to draw you out about it, and then you want to invite me. No, I'm not no afterthought, big man. Don't piss me off,
Oh,
innit?
man.
And
Second
now
option.
I'm coming
No.
because you didn't want me there.
Yeah,
I'm coming.
now I'm coming back. Force,
By
you're gonna
force,
see
I'm
me.
coming. But yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm gonna miss about lockdown. Like, just spending time in my yard and not feeling bad about it. Like, missing people's birthdays. Not one birthday did I attend last year.
Damn.
Felt good about it. No, like when you get to the bill and it's like, oh, how are we paying for this? Like, you bitch, you invited me.
I thought this
The
was
fuck?
on you. What you mean?
The fuck? I wouldn't have had the steak if I knew I was paying.
Damn.
Would have had the Caesar salad, bitch. Shit, no.
Damn.
I got 4 cocktails. I would have
I'm
got tap
done.
water. No, I'm joking. I'm actually one of them people that will pay for the whole bill if I feel like it, because I don't really like the long talking. I don't like when you have to sit there with a calculator and work it out as well. I don't like that
It's
shit.
for drawing out the
That's
Yeah,
calculator.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that shit, and that pisses me off.
Are you
That's
gonna
that's
be
the
the
type of
one
person.
to draw out the Are you gonna miss anything about lockdown?
Not per se, to be honest, because I'm someone that's like, because of music, I need to be social. So in a sense, no. But the only thing about lockdown is helped me understand myself in so many different ways. So that's the only thing. But then I'm gonna carry that into out of lockdown. So
A lot of people have started like new businesses and stuff during lockdown. Do you feel like you found any like new talents?
I feel that I mastered them more.
Ooh,
I
okay.
expanded my mind a bit more and kind of widened my arms a bit.
So during this lockdown,
Yeah.
I've learned about myself that I have no patience to be able to do my hair. I have no interest in learning how to do nails. I don't actually watch TV.
Okay.
I would rather play fuckery games on my phone, like
Okay.
Ludo, where you bet not real money, but like game money.
Don't let.
And if it has to be fake money, then I'll make that money.
No, I understand.
And yeah, I realised I just don't think I actually like people.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I
I've
feel like
heard
when
a lot
people
of
come and
people
hug
say
me
that.
now,
Why
I'm
is
like,
that? Why don't you like people?
I don't know. I've just realised. I don't know. I feel
So
like
you're
I've-
not people either.
No, I don't feel like people should like me either. I've never claimed that they should.
Okay.
I've said this all the time though. I don't know why people like me. Sometimes people like me. I'm like, why? I've been nothing but horrible to you.
I'm so done.
Wow.
I've been nothing but honest
Wow.
and horrible,
And
and
horrible to
you like me?
I'm a bitch. Like if I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't like me. If I was someone else, I wouldn't like me.
I mean, I must be crazy then.
I know. Do you like me?
I kind of like you. Yeah.
Thanks.
Shit.
I like you too.
I mean, because the blood would definitely dry.
Hey, deep. My man thought about how to freeze the
How
blood
do I
and put it in
preserve
the,
blood?
and put it in the shoe. Whose blood is it?
Yeah.
Nah.
There's so many questions, and I think that's the main question that I want to know why no one asked. He sacrificed their blood for the shoe. He did that one. That's what I want
Is
to
it
know.
his own blood?
I don't think it's his blood.
Are you sure? You just prick. Okay.
It's true.
I'm not on it. I'm not on it.
I actually can't today. Not today. I actually have no words, hence why I haven't spoken yet. I have no words for him.
It's because I've had discussions with people like from my church, people that are not from my church, just people in general, just to kind of get a scope of how people feel about it. Each to their own. Like I said like I've not got anything against anyone. Do what you're doing, just don't involve me. Yeah, if that's what you're doing, that is what you and you alone is doing. Because when you now meet whoever you believe your maker is, that's the conversation you're gonna have to have with
that's
them.
your own cup of tea.
My thing is that you're putting it. I think it's just the fact that you're so extra with it. It didn't need to be that extra. Like, we get it. You are a gay man, and people are saying that you should go to hell because of it. You are not the first gay man to be told to go to hell. You're not the first person in the world to be told to go to hell. So why are you now making such a big song? And it's just the extraness for me, and it's the extraness you're now portraying onto people. People that listen to your music are like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years of age. Each to their own. But as much as you don't want your kids, like, so ZZ Mills, for example, she spoke on this one, and I don't think she should have, because it made no sense. But like, people saying like, oh, you've got your kids watching the WAP video, but it's like, no, a lot of mums have stopped their children from watching it, etc., etc. It's just the message you're putting out to people, and it is offensive. The drill scene as well, like, you're saying the same thing, but people are outraged by these things. I
think it was more the non-disclaimer.
Yeah,
I think that's what
I guess so. Yeah,
it's not more of what, if you wanted to do that, that's no problem.
People, that's what I'm saying, it's not the first.
I think it's more the disclaimer. He didn't put a disclaimer of certain viewers may see. Do you get what? Or parental
and
guidance.
now he's laughing at people that are offended by it. Yeah,
and then giving a certain excuse where it's like, if I don't want my child to watch something, but your song happened to be nice the first time, now your song is doing some next thing. Raw. What do you mean? You should have told us. Us adults to at least help our children make a decision. Because if it was us, we'd just be like, oh, lock off. No, I'm not into it. But children, they're easily influenced.
Yeah.
So that's why I think there was more outrage.
Definitely. I'm not involved.
I still can't find words for it. I'm sorry.
There's not much that you can, like, obviously you either agree with it or you disagree with it. Like, it's not really.
And that's the thing. I don't agree nor disagree. I don't care. I know that sounds bad, but I don't care. Like, I actually have no opinion on it.
On what he's done.
And I'm a very opinionated person, but I genuinely have no thoughts or feelings.
Too far.
I just
For someone to feel like that, that's very no. That means
totally.
you went far.
Do you know what I think it is as well? I feel like sometimes you kind of just have to be like, dude, I could probably put money on the fact that in probably about 6 months' time we're gonna hear that he's having a mental health crisis.
Probably.
And I could bet some money on it. These are the warning signs. He's putting blood in shoe. These are the warning signs. If there was not a warning sign before, that is the warning sign. And we are all just debating. You're whining on the devil.
Me, I haven't watched anything. It's just from one or
That's
two
what I'm saying.
things that I heard. I'm
I
did it. I said,
to.
no, I'm not watching this.
You're telling me. I'm telling you. It's soon.
I got
anyway.
3 seconds. First of all, the storyline, from what the pictures that have been screenshot, the storyline in itself, for you to sit there and you have some.
And this is what I'm trying to say. So I wouldn't be surprised.
In saying that gives me a flashback of old school TV. I remember there was a music video that was somewhere along those lines. That it's like, it was proper, like the guys basically going to hell and dancing with the devil, and it was weird. It was a weird one, but one of them old school one. It happens once every kind of generation. Now that I'm
so Lil Nas X is this generation.
It's just
It's a generation.
It had to be somebody.
I guess so. Like I said, it's nothing new. That's all it is as well. Like, it's just like, bore me with this, man. Bore me. Boring.
Yeah, definitely.
Boring.
He is boring.
Young Philly. Young Philly has been drawn out because basically he's trending because he's basically going out with, he's been caught. Do you guys watch EastEnders?
No.
You know what? If you was to see a dinner lady in your head right now,
you get the image.
You see that image. That's the girls that Young Philly has been drawing.
No, I don't know.
You don't believe
I don't know
it?
if it's the image that I got in my head.
You don't?
I'm not gonna lie. A 17-year-old recorded herself where? At his house. Oh,
This is the thing as well, like, why are girls doing that? Why are you doing that? You're going out of your way. You're going out of your way to record yourself there. Why are you doing that?
And the thing is, the fact that you're recording yourself there,
It's like you purposely know you've gone to do that.
You know what you've done.
For me, yeah, I see that as witchcraft. I can't lie. You can see the guy has a life. He's feeding his family. You're going to destroy the guy.
It's true.
Witchcraft.
For what reason? It's true. It's actually true.
Why? Like why? Who sent you?
The devil.
There's no way. You get me? Witchcraft. You're one of his agents. It's a mad thing, bruv. No wonder why I'm just at home, just work. I just work. This is why I'm scared.
Keep your head down, innit?
Yeah, I'm scared, fam.
Nah, man, honestly, you don't need to start asking for ID. You need to start inspecting it, put it through an ID scanner,
honest,
infrared, like, you don't need to start
And those
doing
houses are
that.
gonna become like clubs and that. Like. Scan the
Literally.
ID.
Can you please stand in this box?
Can you stand in this box?
Stand in
Take
this
a
box,
picture.
please.
Honestly, because I can't hear about another.
And it's gonna get worse now that things are gonna start opening up again and people can start going places and interacting with you physically.
But I feel like 17-year-olds, like when you talk to a 17-year-old, bro, you know they're not of age. I feel like they might look. They might look.
Listen, I've spoken to see the man them, yeah.
I feel like when I speak to people, I know like you're not of age. Like there's certain words you will use or certain phrases you'll use. Definitely. Or like there's certain ways that you articulate your sentence and you're a bit like, do you know what I mean? Like, unless these boys are like hella immature themselves, I feel like you definitely can know.
Have you spoken to
No, because I don't speak to
generation
boys. I speak to men.
No, but this is my whole point. So now, I personally think even that is a problem, that a lot of women just run away from these boys instead of at least putting one seed, let it germinate. You don't have to be there and cultivate it, but put a seed there, let it germinate by itself. You get it? Because some of these boys, they just need help and advice. I'm telling you, me too. I was that boy that needed help and advice. You get me? It took a little while, but you get me?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I just feel like that's how I feel.
I mean, I've been people spoken to me and that age group, and it's because they see my face. I've been approached by a 17-year-old because they think I'm in their age group, and I'm like, hold on. Sometimes I walk around with my car key in my hand just so that you know I'm of legal age. So like, oh God, sometimes I have to do these things because it's like I could just be walking in and be like 3:30, for example. Kids are out from school and I'm just going super job quickly, but everyone's at the bus stop. Let me just swing my car key in my hand. Let me just talk a little bit. And like, I don't know, like, because if I have to fight a child, I can go to prison for beating up a minor. Because remember, I'm a big ass woman.
I know.
Do you know like that?
It's
It's so difficult because, and these young kids as well, they believe that they're a lot more mature, so they will try size to you, and it's like, baby, I'm not doing 10 years on you because you want to give me screw face.
I
you
don't
know.
do shave too much and I keep my beard. I don't wear tracksuit too much.
If I could grow a beard now, baby, it will give me maturity. Like, honestly. It's thing, and I'm actually worried for the new generation of kids anyway. These teenagers.
And then the younger generation, we're all about to have,
No, they'll be alright.
we're all about to have a bunch of dumb TikTok babies.
No, we're not.
We are.
That's you lot.
They're all gonna be dumb because they've missed.
God forbid them put babies
That's
down,
you
man.
lot.
They're gonna
Not
be
my
dumb
lot.
because they've all missed school. Not like I'm talking about the kids that are like in like primary school now. Like they're all dumb because like they've missed the
my
whole year of
point.
school.
That remember, curriculum is nothing. Half the time, whatever curriculum that we got shown, we change it anyway.
Do you know what? Yeah, I was actually thinking about this the other day. What was the point of my 10 years in school, bro? Because what did I learn? I feel like if Google did not exist, where would I be? Like, no, like if Google was not there. Like, because school didn't teach me school didn't teach us how to be adults. School didn't teach us about finances and how to manage finances. School didn't teach us how to drive. School didn't teach us fuck all that we can use. Instead, you got me playing with a fucking Bunsen burner, bro. Like,
school taught us the fundamentals of the system. When you look at the school system, you just see society.
I mean, I hear that. That was a very deep. Yeah.
So
No,
It's true. But school, like when you think about school, you're literally like, What did I learn? I feel like obviously like nursery and stuff when you know how to count,
Yeah,
basic counting, and
basics
then
and that, yeah.
you could have just let me wild after that. There was no need for me to be there for 10
Because
years.
to be honest, after that, it's more your parents that push you.
Yeah.
It's like, it's when you go home, that's when you really know who's studying and who don't.
No, for real. No, honestly, now that you're saying these things, because I'm like, hold on, let me try and make it make sense. Because
Like, when you don't
I'm a
know
logical
something.
person. Let me try and make it make sense. What can I actually say that I took from not
school.
even, let's just forget secondary school. What did I take from college? What did I take from uni? Because these are choices now. I've now chosen to go to college and chosen to go to uni. I can't lie to you. I did music tech, media, sociology, and English. All the music tech stuff I learned from watching my dad. English, I mean, I was just reading books I could read anyways. Sociology, I mean, I learned that there were things that I can also learn away from sociology. Like, I just knew that there was other things.
Yeah.
But I then took that research on my own accord. I can't tell you one sociologist, but I do understand certain things because of it. English, I said English already. What else did I do? Then media at uni, I guess it gave me the profound feel that, yeah, I could do radio. But I already knew that as well because I've been told that before. Yeah. So and everything that I did learn was because
I learned. When I went to
man.
college, I did music technology. I could not tell you the first thing. I don't know what plug is meant to go where. I don't know what I don't even know what the actual curriculum is. Like if someone was to come to me now and be like, "Oh, what do you learn in music tech?" I have absolutely no idea. All I used to do was go into the studio and
I
sit with
really
the man.
enjoyed it though. I can't lie. I did enjoy
Curriculum
it.
was a setup for me because it's like I could do everything and I love it, but the foundations, the setup, I couldn't take it. I'll get bored. Then it's like, give me more work. You don't want to give me work. I'll just find entertainment. I'll just bust jokes, do bare things, and then you kick me out.
Now I'm in trouble.
Basically, that's the story of our life.
Literally, and then what happens? You see that same thing replicate within society. So it's just that thing that shows you, okay, this is how you're supposed to maneuver. So it's for us to kind of show the younger ones, okay, use school as a breeding ground of how to maneuver and kind of filter out any behavior that you can see that the same way the teachers get onto you, that's how society is going to get onto you. So just learn how to balance and know what to show them. That's it.
Okay, so what do you guys think about youth centers? Because there's I don't know if you guys know, but they're running for new mayor. I didn't know this either. It was by accident that I turned on
Oh, the
BBC
polling
One.
card came through my door. That's probably what was
Oh,
called.
okay. Well, yeah. So there's two guys, obviously Sadiq Khan and some black brother. The black brother's conservative, but he wants to put in more youth centers apparently to help,
I vote for him.
etc., etc.
I don't like Sadiq Khan anyway.
I don't
The
like
amount of
Sadiq.
one-way roads that he done put in the whole of London, he done pissed me off.
Sadiq, he messed up London still.
He fucked up London. I'm not
Nah.
interested in Sadiq.
This is how deep it is. I'd rather have Tony Blair, fam. Big man.
Fam, I'd rather have Boris back though.
That's the reality. So it
I
has to
agree
be
with that,
people that actually come from that background. So then it's almost like my little brothers. Hey, you man, you've got a foundation now. Let's work on this.
I also think that they need to have the right things in there. So I don't feel like you could just put one pool table in there and then like
and a TV
that's it, and a
or
TV
PS5.
and that's it, because that's just jail as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned. That's actually prison. Like that's actually not a youth club. You need to put the things that the kids are actually interested in. There needs to be a music studio. I feel like there needs to be a couple music studios because you can't just have one booking one thing. Like get these kids doing stuff that they're actually interested in, not just oh yeah, we've built a little space and we're gonna put a little pool table, a little tennis table over there, like, and then we're gonna have football matches every Saturday. Like,
I can't lie, youth clubs were always proper though. Growing up,
so back in my day, I used to go to a youth club. I'm not gonna
lie.
lie, I actually used to go to a youth club, and obviously I'm not like someone from the hood that needed to be saved from the streets. Like, obviously that's not my life, but it definitely helped me to stay on the straight and narrow, because I'll be honest, like I used to chill with roadman. So realistically, I lost one of my friends at 16. She got shot in her neck in Hackney. Like, so, and I could have been there that day. Do you know what I mean? Chilling on the block, but actually I was actually at the youth club. Do you get it? So that kind of took my mind off of it. Obviously, back in the day, I used to do music. They had a music studio. They also created an internet radio station, and that I was on. Like, do you know what I mean? They had stuff that I was actually interested in, and so it did. Like I said, I didn't need to be saved from the streets, but in a way, it saved me from the streets, because that could have been my fate. Like, I could have been there with her, chilling with the man them on the block,
100.
just doing nothing. Do you get it? So as far as I'm concerned, they need to put stuff in there that will actually engage these young people, because the way that drill music and all this stuff that that these kids want to be on drill music.
Sorry.
Let's put them on the drill music then.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's not that. Everyone kind of says drill and No, it's a mentality that
No,
goes
I'm saying
within
they
a
want to
certain
be on the
culture.
music. So
No,
like,
that's
put
what I'm
them on
saying.
it, like-
So right now, like realistically speaking, most men that are doing drill, except the ones that are blowing, who is taking care of their family? Do you get it? So tell me, why am I putting these youths on drill when that's not gonna take care of their family? They're still gonna jump back on the block. They don't. So it's like the youth club. I remember it used to give us avenues. Those same things that we like. It gives us that avenue to be able to make a career out of it. And that's what youth club was. It's like, okay, whatever mum and dad couldn't maybe do or have it that whole time to do, youth club helps to take that burden. Village. It takes a village to teach a child. So it's like that. It specializes in okay, we got all these avenues and networks. Your parents don't have that time because they're working and trying to fend for you.
There also needs to be some kind of incentive, because if I'm I'm trying to put myself in a 15-year-old boy's head right now. I'm trying to put myself in his shoes.
15-year-old girl's head.
Or that, yeah.
I'm
like,
sorry, my
trying to
little sisters are worse right now than my little brothers.
Oh wow, okay. I mean, I'm trying to put
What?
myself back into.
Have you seen the girls out there right now?
I know, and the thing is,
Huh?
and that's the thing. So I feel like I'm trying to put myself back into that mindset, and I feel like I said, my youth club did bits with me. Like we did shows and stuff, and it built me like a little following and shit like that. But I feel like you had to engage me for that. Like there was no way that I was just gonna actively walk into the youth club and be like, yes, this is my new place every Friday. Like no, that was never gonna work. You definitely had to entice me. So what my youth club did was they put on a show. They made like Chipmunk. At the time, Chipmunk was like the person of all time in it. They made Chipmunk perform. Like, they got all these people. So obviously now we're seeing,
Raw.
like they know the shit. Like they know who we like and stuff. So obviously then we started going back, and then slowly it actually became like the spot to chill at. So I feel like they need to engage. I'm not saying that they need to go and get fucking Nicki Minaj to perform. I'm just saying they don't need Meg Thee Stallion there.
Yeah,
I'm just
no,
saying
100.
they need to engage these kids, because just plotting a youth club, just boom there, and expecting people to
That's
just
what
go.
I'm saying, because
It's not gonna happen.
Why I say, do you think it would work now, is because I feel like because the youth are so
Unruly.
headstrong already in their whatever they're in their ways kind of thing. Setting up a youth center, is it going to be cool for them to kind of be like, yeah, this is where I'm going to go? How are you going to be able to say, you know what? I know you're, for example, sitting in your room doing TikTok, but let's go and the thingy. I know you're just chilling on the block like a low life, but let's go into thing. Like, I know how, like you said, obviously there has to be an incentive, but what do you think that incentive could be with this generation now? Because I personally, I think it would be an amazing thing. Everything that you're
being
saying.
a youth club itself, I can't lie. I was that kid on the block like a low life. So I remember, we'll chill on the block. Then it's getting cold, fam. It's boring.
Trust
fam.
me.
Like, we need somewhere to go. We don't want to go to the stairs. Like it's
because
long.
it's something
so
else,
even just because it's something else that gives us, we go there.
Yeah.
Then maybe we're playing basketball. One of us is hard at basketball. He's like, hey, yo. Have you tried playing basketball before?
Yeah.
No, but he's like, yeah, you're hard. You're like,
You
as
see
a
this
kid,
generation, we are literally such followers. I'm saying we. They are literally such
All of
followers.
us, all of
No,
us.
but like literally, this is the same thing. Like when someone's cancelled, we would he's cancelled,
Yeah,
he's cancelled.
yeah.
But we haven't even looked onto the facts
Don't
yet.
even
Like
know
we haven't
why.
made up our own opinion. Like we're just like, yeah, he's cancelled. Like we are all followers. This generation,
100.
So I feel like it just takes one kid. You see, once you get through to that one bad breed, that one you. Everybody is now
But
coming.
you see it now. Look at how many podcasts you see. Man, them that really used to do this thing. I'm talking about the uncles in my age or the big bros in my age.
Yeah.
I've seen all of them do podcasts. All of them. All of them are
'Cause it just
switched
take
up.
one,
Like
it
the
just
main
takes one.
ones. The fake ones, they'll always talk and act like they're still kingpins. It's okay. But the real ones, you can see a change. Throughout the whole spectrum, you can really see a change. So I see, that's why we see all the youngers and the little bros come blow and some of them are already gone clear. It's because of those people took that, said, whoa, let me focus on these kids and actually invest.
And I'm not gonna lie, it's not gonna save every kid. Let's be
100%.
honest. It's not gonna save every kid, innit? Let's be honest. There's gonna be one bad breed that is unchangeable because his older brother is a don, and his older brother is doing life in jail.
Yeah,
and
his
so now
youth
he
club
has
is
to.
jail, don't worry.
Yeah,
Once he gets
exactly.
that first
There's
he'll
people
realise.
like that their path is
don't
just
worry.
set. Their path is set now that we can't help them. They're beyond the point of help now. Because his older brother's in jail, so he needs to stay on the roads for his brother. He needs to feed his mum and like all them things. There, do you know what I mean? Like knowing that they're taking it on themselves, and it's like they have to do that.
As long as you put that seed in him, regardless of his mistakes, he will remember it.
I feel like,
why
I feel like there are some kids that are out there. Like I know there's this little boy that I know from my best friend's area, and when I say this boy, there is no fucking helping him. Like I've tried to speak to him, like I've tried to, you know, when you have an on the level conversation, like, so what is your actual problem in life? Like what wrong with you? Like, and then he would just be like, what if I want to go Joe, innit? I want to go Joe. Like Joe's all right, innit? Like they feed me a couple times a day. Like I'm good, and this is how he talks, and I'm like, but why do you have to be the stereotype? What if I want to be the stereotype? I'm like, you know what?
So how old is he?
He must be 16 now.
Okay, so first of all, as a 16-year-old, like, I remember my 15, 16 very well.
Yeah.
As a 16-year-old, 15-year-old, no one can chat to man. You better be a guy, man. Have done the maddest. That's when I'll pay even a little bit of attention, because there's a fear factor there. That if I disrespect you, two have madness in your head. yeah. So mine will be easy, but at the same time, most of what you're saying is going in and out. But there's certain things that will stay in my head. So if I can't relate, forget
about it.
And most people can't relate because you're in that madness.
So that whole then having to have the elders come down and like, okay, all right, cool. So then, do you think then? Here's one. So you see the guys that are like in prison now, maybe have like a year left on their sentence. The black guys that are kind of maybe want to come out and do better in that society. Maybe that could be a way for them to be now brought back into society, working, to be trusted. But then that whole having to be checked and stuff, that's where it's going to be a barrier, innit? But I feel like they would be perfect because they've just come from the penitentiary. They've come from that experience and it's fresh.
I'll say only the ones that have big birds though.
You think?
Yeah, don't
not the what 2, 3, 4 years.
Some and it depends the ages as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you get someone that's like, say for instance, proper done something stupid in his mid-20s, late 30s, and he comes out, he's most probably still the same don.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he fully made his choices as he's an adult,
solidified. So you knew what you was doing.
You knew everything. So it's more likely he's just going to corrupt his children compared to when you make a mistake from young, you're like, oh my days, I just threw away my life. So when you come out, any chance that you get to reform or be able to take your life back to that level, you take it with both hands and run with it. So yeah.
I agree with that. I really agree with that. I think it's very, even when, because I'm trying to put myself back in that 16-year-old's head frame, and like even my mum couldn't chat to me. I used to be like, are you alright? Shut up, your mouth. No, like that, like, you know, like, shut up, bro. But then, like, when people used to talk, like when people who actually had been there, done it, like speaking to me, I used to, like you said, like I feel like a piece of it might lick an eardrum or something. You know what I mean? But the rest of it would just go over my head. Like, shut up, man. I'll learn for myself. That's how stubborn I was. I'll learn for myself. How am I ever gonna learn if I don't make these mistakes?
Foolish.
How would I ever know? Proper, like, that was my dumb self. But yeah, I definitely feel like the youth club thing, I feel like that was part of the problem as to how it got this bad in the first place, to be quite honest with you. Because they cut everything. And they didn't just cut like one or two and then they cut everything, all funding gone. So I feel like that was part of the problem as to how we got here.
Why did you think that was a good idea though?
This was I feel like it was part of the problem as to how we got here, and now it's just getting worse around when we have like people like Digga D.
What do you mean?
I'm joking, I love Digga D.
Yeah, I fight for mine. My musicians, I fight for them.
No, I love Digga D.
No, when you're out there,
he's one of my favourite young people rappers.
Oh.
Pardon?
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui. Oui, oui. Je m'appelle Corinne. That's my French name.
T'as dit quoi là?
Huh?
What did you say?
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Why can't you just say huh?
Because you were speaking in French, so...
Is huh not French? I thought I was French. It's not French. Slow down.
She said, huh?
No, you're right. You said huh. So huh, the sound huh is French.
I just thought it was sounds a bit French, no? No, you like can't. Don't get at me, like, don't at me, because it definitely sounds French. Now that you're thinking about it, you're like, swear, like, it's not French, like, no? Okay.
Wow, that's the first time someone's ever done that to me.
I've never.
Let's rewind. So what do we call you then?
Frenchman 71, un garçon français.
Well, we can't call you all of that.
I said or.
Or what is it?
Garçon français.
Garçon français.
Yeah, see, you got it. It's not that hard.
No, I sounded like. Oh, it's sick, innit? I wish I could speak another language. I get really pissed off.
It's not too late.
How do you feel being bilingual? Do you feel like it's like the best thing ever?
Normal. I won't lie, because
Do you ever
I love
like,
languages.
Do you ever like forget what language you're speaking and like merge them both?
Yeah,
Swear.
all the time. That's why I rap in French and English, because sometimes it's like I'll get
Just
lost.
slip up.
I'll be like, shit, what was
Shit,
that?
what was I speaking about? Do you find that like sometimes like there's some sick French words that rhyme with the English words?
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like I would be like that if I was
100%,
bilingual.
and it's like it helps me expand what I want to say and add different emphasis.
You prefer French or English?
If I want the meaning behind what I want to say, French all day long. If I want it to be easily understood, English.
What's your first language?
French.
Okay. Do you speak any other languages?
A little bit of Tree, which is Ghanaian, and a little bit of Portuguese.
Oh, wow.
Like quadlingual.
No, but it's not proper. That's what I'm saying. A little bit.
It's a
just-
little bit. Is it just like people ask you, you're right, or you like when
No,
you go on
like,
holiday to
'cause-
Portugal, you can
because one of
ask
my
for
best
things.
friends was Portuguese, so
Oh,
I
you
had a
pick
lot
it
of
up.
and then
Okay.
my adopted dad's Ghanaian, so I learned a lot of Ghanaian poetry. So yeah,
That's lit.
So why the name French
971.
971? I'm trying to remember the French bit. And I'm
Garçon.
no, it's okay. You
That's
can
what
just...
French say.
Oh,
Jeez.
me. I can't. I
Allez,
already
on y
have.
va.
I already have speech impediments, so it's okay. I'm not gonna even.
I can't even talk
I
English.
can't even
bitch.
talk English.
Shit.
I'm not even gonna do
She
that.
studied it too, huh?
I got a whole bloody A level
Damn.
in it, and I'm still here.
Goddamn.
See, I
Damn.
didn't even need it. What? Yeah. So where did the name come from?
Okay, so obviously I was born and raised in France, and then came here freshly. So everyone kind of used to call me that French kid, but it kind of died down a little bit. Then everyone used to call my brother that French kid in the older generation. So I just was like, I might as well just run with it. So I just took it, and then later on down the line, I was like, obviously my Caribbean countries, the code is 971, and I was like, 9 take away 7 take away 1 equals 1. So I'm that French 1. So I was like, okay, it works.
You know what that was?
What was that?
That was my mind blowing.
That was like.
I love when
profound.
people come and they like have this most creative names on earth. I was like, my name's Corinne May, because that's my middle name.
You're like that. Like I can't even.
And then I used to think it was pure creative because like my mum's birthday is in May. So I used to think all my days like my mum gave me like that's cute, innit? That's pure cute. And then I found out that's my dad's mum's name still.
Oh, no, don't worry. As for my governments, yeah, it's dead. That's why I have to have an alias. Like French, like everyone looks at me and like, yeah, you do look like a French. Like your government, forget about it.
What's that? What's that one?
What's your government? Is it Steve?
I don't know.
I feel like because he said I had to think it was like just Steve or something, or like Bob.
For you know, it could be John. It could be Lee.
John's not bad though. Luke's not bad either.
Lee.
No name is a bad name.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Unless
is your name Kevin?
No.
Oh.
Unless
So if it had
Keith.
some type of thing, I wouldn't mind. Both of them, the first and the middle one is like pow.
I used to never like my middle name, and now it's my whole thing.
I don't mind them, but it's just like,
Nah,
it don't fit my face.
I'm done.
I hear that.
So you've got an EP out in the world.
Yeah.
Talk to us about Black Sheep.
Black sheep. Because obviously I've been classed as the black sheep of my family. I thought, let me just give a little taste of music of, just what I do. Because I do so much music, but I don't release it.
Why?
So, because I'm a perfectionist.
They all are. It's usually the excuse. Stop procrastinating.
But don't you feel like music now is getting very messy and very sloppy? And I feel like the non-perfectionist people are the people that are blowing.
Yeah, I don't mind them. Because it's like when I look at like the people that I'm inspired by, the J. Cole's, the Kendricks, the Kanye West, all of their structure is debut around 28, 26, 25. Like it's all a structure of longevity, and then you see that they don't die out. Everyone can have quick bursts. I don't mind. Good for you. But then when I look at their career, it dies out because their music is not timeless.
This is a very factual statement you are making.
Well, I was just gonna say, look at Soulja Boy, like
Yeah.
his music. His music.
I mean, it was banging.
now he's doing all these reality
Fighting against
things
Drake
and
and that.
doing dumb stuff to keep relevant. I definitely hear that. What would you say is your favourite track on your EP?
Black Sheep.
And why is that? I guess.
Now, because I was able to articulate myself a bit differently than I thought I would have been able to. It was because obviously I'm not someone that grew up in that drill era, so I don't do drill. It took me like a year to learn it because I produce everything I do, so it's like I had to learn producing drill and the different techniques, and then I was like, okay, it's a bit like grime, but I need to switch it up a bit. So yeah.
So do you prefer like rapping or producing?
They go hand in hand, you know, for me.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't have a preference though?
Obviously, I grew up playing keys.
Do you produce for other people as well?
Yeah.
So like when you produce music for other people, do you like really enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoy it both ways. That's what I'm saying. What makes me write a song is the production. So depending on what level of its inspiration that production has given me, that's what will make me say, oh yeah, I need to write this too. And then I move.
I hear that because I know a few producers that have always said like if they could songwrite, it would just because they're sitting there like, oh, this would be a banger, but they can't articulate it because they're not the songwriter. So it being playing hand in hand, I guess it is good because there's certain beats you probably produce and you think nobody can do justice to it the way I want it done, and because you know what you want done to it.
Yeah,
you can articulate
100%.
I hear that.
Even that's one reason why I actually started really going into writing.
Really?
Because I saw that everyone's just lazy. I can send 1,000 people beats. Everyone.
It's the same kind of.
I'm like, no, dead.
What kind of beats do you really enjoy making?
Ooh, anything
Like, what's
in
your
soul,
genre?
man. I don't have a specific genre, you know. That's what I'm saying. Even my EP is just a bunch of everything.
Do you have any collabs with like French
Not yet.
drill rappers? Because I feel like they are fucking hard.
Not yet, you know.
Really, I feel like you should get one ASAP. I don't know what they're saying, yeah, but that's not what's important here. What's important here is the fact that they are fucking hard. Like drill, they could be saying "Corin, you bitch." Like they could be really like drawing me out, even though they don't know me. But like they could definitely be saying some shit.
What? So the one that I make jump on, shall I make him send for you?
You can if you want.
And then she'll
She'll be like, hey! I'll even post it on my Instagram and make sure you don't get that views up. Like that.
Oh,
make sure you man are streaming this thing.
When you see them subtitles, you'll be pissed.
That's what you say. But I made my friends watch this. No, I swear, like them drill. Like when I hear French drill, I'm like, this bangs. Like it bangs harder than UK drill.
Because I think they have more of an Afro feel to it as well.
Yes, I agree. Do you feel like?
What in the bird call?
That really threw me off. So if you had to pick a UK collab right now, like from somebody from the scene, because I know you said that you stick up for your peoples.
Oh, straight. I know that, but that's I'm be biased though. Straight away, I already got a person in my head, but I'm be biased.
Who is it?
Huss.
Why you mean
Because it's from my ends.
Yeah, you're guilty
So.
by association.
But it's hard though. So in any case, do you get me?
He absolutely is. Like he is like
if we have to be real, in the English Afro kind of rap scene, he is the kingpin.
Nah, for real. Like he put up a freestyle the other day, and he
He's
was
a
so
kingpin.
lazy but lit.
He's a
Do you
king.
know, like somebody could just be so laid back with his flow, but you're like, swear down or
Yeah,
something.
come on.
And some of it is quite filthy too. I didn't realize how nasty he can be. Like the freestyle was that. I was like, oh, okay.
And Huss is hard. Like Huss is like.
I love his growth, to be honest. I love the growth. I love the way he's gone into clothing.
Yeah.
Like, I
Would you
love
buy his
that
£300
growth.
pajamas?
I'm 100% gonna cop a couple things.
Pajamas
Yeah.
I'm gonna cop a
It's
couple things
nightwear.
still.
for £300.
Yeah.
You know what it is,
Go
yeah?
to sleep and sweating.
No, do you know what
But
it is,
the
yeah?
Louis Vuitton pajamas is
No,
grand,
that's
isn't
my
it?
whole point. Like the same
And I don't
way-
buy them either.
No, I know.
No, but it's
We
like,
ain't his market.
it's something that it's like you buy like maybe as a souvenir. Do you get it?
To mark that you.
To mark that, yo, this is someone in like our generation. It's kind of like the first people that bought the Rockaware tracksuits or things like that. That's how I see those type of things. Like this is big. When I look at the American scene, that's why I see the difference between us. We don't support our people.
No, 100%. Unless the Americans are doing it, nobody wants to know.
Come on, bro.
Personally.